Hello, in this video tutorial you are going to learn how to install one SSL certificate across multiple servers in IS 8 on Windows Server 2012 by Sachin Sami, powered by itcoz.com. Right now we are on our local machine. This is Windows 7. We are going to access the server using remote desktop. I have already opened up two remote desktop connection window. One is 192.168.1.100 and the second one is 192.168.1.109. First, let us access our primary server, which is 192.168.1.100. This is a remote desktop connection, as you can see over here. This is the main server where we have configured the SSL certificate which we have got from the certification authority. Now, let's go to Run and type MMC. This brings up the Microsoft Management Console window. Click on File, go to Add and Remove Snap-in. From the Add and Remove Snap-in window, click on Certificates and then click on Add. Select Computer Account. Click Next. Keep the default option Local Computer. Click on Finish. Now the certificate snap-in is added. Click on OK. On the console window, expand the certificates. Here you will see multiple folders. Expand the personal folder. Now click on Certificates folder. On the right side of the box, you can see all the certificates which is installed on your server. Right click on the certificates which you want to export. From the menu, click on All Task, select Export. This brings up the certificate export wizard. This wizard helps you copy certificates, certificate trust list and certificate revocation list from a certificate store to your local disk. Now click on Next. This takes us to Export Private Key window. You can choose to export the private key with the certificate. Select the first option. Yes, export the private key. Click Next. Next option is Export File Format. The options are already selected. Personal Information Exchange and the first checkbox, include all certificates in the certification path if possible. Now let's click Next. On the security window, to maintain the security, you must protect the private key to a security principal or by using a password. Click on the password checkbox. Enter the password of your choice. In the confirm password box, enter the same password. Now click Next. Click on Browse. Select the location where you want to save the .pfx file. In our case, I am going to save it onto the desktop. Let's give a descriptive name to the file. I have given demossl.itcoz.com. Now click Save. Now it is showing the full path where the file is going to be saved. Click on Next. Click Finish. This says the export was successful. Click on OK. Now minimize the console window. Over here you can see the file which we have exported from the certificate store. Now on the console window you will see demossl.itcoz.com which we have exported. In the intermediate certification authority you can also see GoDaddy Secure Certificate Authority. This certificate is also there in the pfx file which we have exported. And there is one more certificate which is not shown over here. Close the certificate console window. Okay. Now we are going to copy the .pfx file to our secondary server. Right click and click on Copy. Minimize the remote desktop connection window of the server. Okay. And now we are going to paste the .pfx file onto our local machine. Once again, we are going to copy the pfx file from our local machine and paste it onto our secondary server. Right click on the pfx file, copy, open the secondary server remote desktop connection window and paste the pfx file onto that server. This is server 2 and the IP address of the server is 192.168.1.109. Now let's go to run and type MMC. This will open Microsoft Management Console. Once again click on File, go to Add and Remove Snap-in. From the Snap-in window, select Certificates. Click on Add. Select Computer Account and click Next and then click on Finish. Now click OK. From the console window, expand the certificates by clicking on the arrow sign. If I try to expand the personal folder, presently it is empty. Now right click on the personal folder, go to All Task, click on Import. This brings up Certificate Import Wizard. Now let's click Next. Click on Browse. Go to the location where you have copied the .pfx file. In our case, it is on desktop. From the Filter extension drop-down, select Personal Information Exchange. Now you will able to see the .pfx file. Select the file and click on Open. Then click Next. Enter the password which you have set when you have exported the pfx file. You can click on the display option to check the password which you have entered. Once again, click Next. On the Certificate Store window, select the first option. Automatically select the certificate store based on the type of certificate. After that, click Next. Then click on Finish. The import wizard was successful. Click on OK. Go to the personal folder, right click and then click on Refresh. Now as you can see, the certificate folder is showing. Click on it. Inside the certificate folder, we can see the certificate which we have imported into the certificate store. This is demossl.itzoz.com. Similarly, if I check into the Intermediate Certification Authority store, I will find the intermediate certificate for our certificate, which is GoDaddy Secure Certificate Authority. Basically, it is a chain of certificates. If the certificate chain is breaked, our certificate will be no longer valid. Now let us minimize the MMC console. Now open Server Manager. Okay. From the Server Manager, click on Tools and from the menu select Internet Information Service. From the connection pane, click on Server Node. Expand the Sites folder. Once again, let's click on the server node. Go to the IS section. In the IS section, click on Server Certificates. On the Server Certificate window, you can see the certificate which we have imported in the certificate store. On the certificate, if I click on the certificate path, this will show me the chain of certificates. The first one is demossl.itzoz.com. The second one is GoDaddy Secure Certificate Authority. And the third one is GoDaddy Root Certificate Authority. Now let's close the certificate and go to demossl.itzoz.com. From the action pane, click on Bindings. Click on Add. Then from the Type drop-down, select HTTPS protocol. Okay. If you see the port, it has automatically changed into 443, which is a port number for HTTPS. In the host name, type your domain name. For our case, it is demossl.itzoz.com. From the SSL certificate drop-down, select your certificate. In our scenario, it is demossl.itzoz.com. You can click on the view option to view the certificate. Let's click OK. Now click on Close. From the action pane window, select the second option, browse demossl.itzoz.com, which is on port 443. The Internet Explorer has opened in background. Now here, as you can see, the site is working on HTTPS. If you click on the lock sign, you can see the certificate is issued by GoDaddy Root Certificate Authority, and it had identified this site. Now let us close the Internet Explorer and also the Server Manager. This completes our this video tutorial. Hello friends, thank you for watching our this video tutorial. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to receive an email update whenever we post a new video. Share it with your technical IT friends. If you are facing any technical problem or have any suggestions, post your comment here or catch me on Google+, Hangout, Facebook, Twitter and Skype. This video tutorial is presented by Sachin Sami, powered by itzoz.com. And you are watching this on YouTube.